I'd be afraid he'll blackmail me and put it all over the internet. Hey, I'm Chase, a Perth-based bodyworker for women and couples specialising in sensual and kind of massage. This is an interesting topic. It's not something I've heard too often, but it does come up occasionally, and I want to give my little explanation on this kind of thing. Of course, this is totally possible, but the underlying question is, would I do this to her? No, of course not. And I can say no and actually lie and do that. But let's just go through the underlying issue. Within the news that we listen to nowadays, it's always very negative based. And we always tend to think of the story that, headlines on the news, woman blackmailed after booking a spicy massage from a masseuse and taken for $20,000, and we hear of all these negative things that can create this fear in us of this kind of industry and many different things. And we don't ever hear about the great things. We don't ever hear about the times when the lady booked the massage and had an amazing experience and there was consent, boundaries, limitations, desires all fulfilled, and nothing went wrong. We only tend to hear of the negative in the news, and it does create this fear. So of course this can happen, but I think it's very, very fear-based, but there is a way to control it. Of course, cameras nowadays can be like really, really small, and I could hide it anywhere. But that is highly illegal. It is highly illegal for me to film in here without someone's consent, because that's simply highly illegal. The only time you'll see any of this kind of video from me is working with performers in the industry for those kind of spicier content, and they are also tagged on those platforms where I can't actually post a video of me and her without her tagged as a legit performer, which you can find on obviously my links. But no, definitely no videos of here. But I guess the only way you could really make sure there's complete and utter control that I could not bring a camera or anything, I don't think, is if you did an out call to your house and you had a massage table or the bed, you brought the oil, you brought the music, you brought everything, and I just came dressed like this or whatever I'm wearing on the day, and you can have a look and see if there's any cameras. So that way you've got your own environment, there's nothing potentially hidden in this area, and there's no way of filming, recording. You could also do the full massage video, face up, so that you've got complete sight of me at all times. So you're not face down, I'm not secretly recording something to blackmail someone, and then you're able to view at all times and have that massage. But there's a risk in everything in the world. There's risk in everything, and I really don't get any benefits out of recording anyone for non-consensual reasons, to get years of prison, to blackmail them for money that I don't need, because I love the work that I do and I make good enough money with the work that I do to survive and have a great life. So yeah, I hope you don't look at the news, all those negative news stories, and think it's going to be something that happened to you. But I hope that answers your question. Otherwise, if you have any other questions, feel free to like, tag, post, repost, mention, and share this kind of industry for other women to have this kind of service throughout Perth and Australia. Till the next video, I'm Chase, and ciao.